Have you ever wondered why some people seem to suddenly get ahead financially while others stay stuck, working paycheck to paycheck? It's not luck. It's not a secret investment trick. It all starts with a number, just one number. $10,000. That's right. The first $10,000 you ever truly save or invest changes everything about how you see money, how you make decisions, and even how the world treats you financially. But here's the thing, most people don't realize it. They spend, they scramble, and they never hit this milestone. And that's why their money story never changes. Today, we're going to unpack why everything changes after your first $10,000 and what you can do to make sure it changes for you. Let's start with a situation most of us have been in. You get paid. You spend. You try to save. Maybe you even set aside a few $100s each month. But somehow, at the end of the month, there's nothing left. You feel like no matter how hard you work, you're stuck. Sound familiar? Here's the thing, most people think money is just about how much you make. Oh, if only I earned $5,000 more per month, I'd finally be comfortable. Or, if I could just save $1,000, I'd be on track. The truth? That mindset is exactly what keeps people trapped. Because money isn't just numbers on a screen, it's about behavior, psychology, and small milestones that compound into big changes. And the first $10,000 is one of those magical milestones. So, why $10,000? Think of money like a tree. The first $100 is like planting a tiny seed. It's exciting, but it feels fragile. The first $1,000 is like a small sprout, it shows growth, but one mistake can kill it. The first $10,000? That's the tree starting to take shape. Its roots are strong. Its branches are ready to grow fruit. Once you hit $10,000, something psychological happens, you start thinking about money differently. Step 1, confidence shift. Before $10,000, every dollar you spend feels risky. You're constantly worried about emergencies, bills, and whether you'll have enough next month. But when you have $10,000 saved or invested, there's a buffer. You've created a safety net. Emergencies don't feel like catastrophes anymore. You stop panicking every time an unexpected expense pops up. And here's the kicker, that confidence changes your behavior. You start making bigger, smarter financial decisions because fear is no longer dictating every choice. Step 2, opportunity mindset. With a few $100s, most people think small, I'll save a little here, cut back a little there. $10,000 unlocks a new way of thinking. Suddenly, you can invest in the stock market without risking your rent. Take a side hustle seriously because you can afford to fail once or twice. Explore business ideas without immediately going broke. It's like being handed a toolkit instead of just a hammer. You now have options, and options change everything. Step 3, compounding power. Here's the financial truth most people underestimate. Compounding doesn't really kick in until you have something substantial to compound. If you invest $100 per month starting today, it grows slowly. But $10,000 invested wisely starts creating real momentum. Your money starts making money. Your savings start growing faster than your spending. And every dollar now feels like a little worker building your future wealth. Psychologically, this is huge. Seeing your money grow without extra effort reinforces the behavior of saving and investing, which is exactly what creates long-term wealth. Step 4, perspective on value. Here's a subtle shift you may not notice at first. When you reach $10,000, you start to value money differently. Before, a $50 splurge might have felt normal. Now, it feels like a choice with real consequences. Suddenly, you start asking, is this really worth it? Will this move me closer to my goals or further away? This is the point where smart financial habits start sticking, not because of discipline alone, but because your psychology has changed. Let's step back for a second. The $10,000 milestone isn't magic because of the number itself, it's magic because of how it changes your relationship with money. Here's what's really happening. Money becomes a tool, not stress. Before $10,000, every dollar is tied to survival. After $10,000, money becomes a tool to create opportunities. Fear is replaced by strategy. Instead of reacting to bills and expenses, you can plan. You can look at investment options, side hustles, and long-term goals without feeling paralyzed. Your habits compound just like your money. Saving, investing, budgeting, these behaviors accelerate once they're reinforced by results. The first $10,000 validates your efforts and motivates you to do more. In short, your money psychology flips. That's why people often say, once I hit $10,000, everything changed. Let's make it real. Imagine Sarah, a 25-year-old graphic designer. She earns $3,000 a month. For years, she lives paycheck to paycheck. She's constantly stressed. One day, she finally saves $10,000 after a combination of budgeting, side hustles, and careful planning. Here's what changes for Sarah. She invests $5,000 in a simple index fund. 3 years later, that grows to $7,000. Her money is working for her. She starts a small freelance project with $1,000 of her savings. It doubles in revenue within months. She can handle a car repair or emergency medical bill without panic. Notice something? Sarah didn't suddenly earn more. She didn't get lucky. The first $10,000 gave her freedom, confidence, and leverage, and that opens doors that were previously closed. So, what does this mean for you? Make $10,000 your first real milestone. Forget trying to get rich overnight. Focus on building your first $10,000 of savings or investments. This is your foundation. Focus on behavior, not income. You don't need a huge salary to hit this milestone. Small, consistent habits, saving, reducing unnecessary spending, investing, compound over time. Use this milestone to unlock opportunities. Once you have $10,000, don't just let it sit in a bank account. Explore investments, side hustles, or passive income ideas. The money now becomes a tool, not just a number. Understand the psychology behind it. The first $10,000 shifts your mindset from scarcity to strategy. That mindset is worth more than the money itself. Let's be honest, most people never hit this milestone. They keep waiting for a raise, a lucky break, or a magic opportunity. But wealth doesn't come from waiting, it comes from behavior, psychology, and small milestones that build momentum. $10,000 isn't just a number. It's a turning point. A confidence booster. A doorway to financial freedom. So, start today. Track your spending. Save diligently. Invest wisely. Build your first $10,000. Because once you hit it, everything changes. And that's when your money truly starts working for you, not the other way around. Remember, the journey isn't about the first $10,000, it's about what that $10,000 does for your mindset, habits, and financial future. Think about this: if your first $10,000 can change everything, imagine what your first $50,000 or $100,000 can do. The secret isn't luck. It's behavior, psychology, and starting today.